In peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, Joe man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. Their battles under star, we see their plan from far. More peace, you're an order. Joe man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. More peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, know you might cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime to hide. True man give praises to the most high. Now this the one to kill the world, don't try. System of my case, master for high. Tell you the truth, you know that bonafide. I'm not now. I'm tired. Some of them farmer, some of them are side. Life is alright. When we are on high. Who is the plan for the innocent die? When another mother farm, no. System design, we go kill I and I. System design, we go kill I and I. Human motion, hey, watch this. More peace, you're an order. Human have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. More peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's why more peace that you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the body make him a device and say, stand up and down, it come from we. We are talking about the history. We are talking about we feel as a billion. We are talking about we artillery. Lyrical artillery.
This is the people behind the rhythm, Caribbean Night Crew. Behind the famous Truman rhythm. More precisely, Christian Tandaro, the son of Helmut.
Legalize cannabis, fun to art. Show man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well round dry. System of I guess master for high. Tell you the truth, you know that bonafide. I'm a now come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where, and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother farm moan and cry. System design to go kill I and I. System design to go kill I and I. Human motion. Hey, watch this. You're an order. Human have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's why more place that you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the body make him a device and say, stand up and down, it comes from me. We are talking about the history. We are talking about the feel as a billion. We are talking about the artillery.
Yeah, man, it is I and I, cause I'm Davis, you know. I mean, I said the time is now. We got to rise and shine, you know, people, cause now. This is a Bobby Wrong. I try to take this thing too far.
Oh, yeah. Way
so
too far.
So we have to big up all of the man them call the Truths and Rights show, live and
way
direct
too
on
far.
YouTube. I know, so them uplifting the people
wakey,
and
wakey.
truth and right and progress. And teaching the youth them positiveness. So kick it off, Yannick. And then knows their righteousness. Again. Yeah, man, it's I again, you know, because I'm Davis and we say youth don't to give up in this time, you know. As a matter of fact, no time. Because we say the motivation morning show, you know, the True Man show live and direct, you know, on YouTube. Check it out, Yannick.
Check it out.
God of His mercy, I'm telling you don't to give up in this time. Yeah. God can't give up. I know it's true. You got to hold your head up. Nah. Hey you, now give up for no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. You got to stand firm in this judgment time.
So lose your mind.
Now give in and no time. You worry since my mommy said them keep on trying. Most time, could I never deny. Well, mama say, Kasam, you got to work hard with the clean hands and pure heart. You get to be wild. No follow no one, don't you be no fraud. If you trust in the most like Jaja. I know my foundations of the roof, so I have to always be the truth. No for the ground, them can't come for you. Now give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. You know your sister mommy said them keep on trying. Most I could I never deny it. Just say them I run the place, but them in the slowly. Them on the top, but them in the bottom on the feet. I'm sneaking on the glass and me catch enough of weeper. You see get a use make me weeper. Papa say cause I'm a know you can do. Organize and centralize the people now counterfeit. Got enough to want the condemnation reason. Home sweet don't make me please. I know my foundations are the roof, so I have to speak the truth. No funny down, them can't come for you. I man got to stand revenue. Salute, now give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. But I could stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. Feel what it is about me, say them keep on trying. Most time, don't you ever deny. No more. Fire burn them Guinea Gaga, son of the morning. They lose them wise enough king that come just them chanting. I tell you there is no need to bargain. Hey, now give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Most time, don't you ever deny it. Oh, yes, I'm representing for Yanni. It's the motivational show. I tell you, I'm on. Righteousness to come for you with. Yeah. Hey, you. Now give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. You know it is about me, say them keep on trying. Most I could have never deny it. Hey, time to keep it up. Keep on working smart. I tell you, Yanni, cause I'm representing. I know, say, I'm positive and every time you not give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, I better lose their mind. Not give in and no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign.
No way we're gonna lose our mind, for sure. I ain't planning on losing my mind anytime soon. I found it back, not to lose it. Or you bring it to life, not to lose it again, that's for sure. Welcome everyone. Janik, your host, aka Truman himself, the original Truman. There's only one. It's me! Yeah. How are you today? Great. Better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. Yeah. Look within and resolve to build a better you. That's big. That's a lifetime commitment, I think. That's a lifetime commitment to build a better you. I'm not gonna reach. That's what I've decided to do. That's why you see me here, because I resolved to build a better me and honor the life I've been given. Like, that's what we got to do. I think that's just a normal thing for me to give thanks for life. Today it's normal. Today it's It's natural. I don't like to say normal, but I like to say more natural. It's natural to give thanks for life today, because once you open your eyes, you realize that life is worth living, and your dreams, put your dreams in motion and all this. You just want to give thanks to be alive. Thanks to be alive, that you're able to put that work in motion, that you're able to do your thing each and every day and get up with health. And, I could be sick. I could be in an hospital. I could not be here. No, I'm here live and direct, and I give thanks for it. I give thanks for it each and every day, because, the health is wealth. Health is wealth. That's what I realize more and more as I get older. Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm not getting old. I'm not getting old, but I'm getting older. I don't think I can prevent that. At one point, I'm gonna shrink and I'm gonna end up in the ground or somewhere. But for sure, it's a process you can't avoid, getting older. But you don't have to get old. I don't feel old. I don't feel the age that they say I am. I don't know. Anyway, what is that number exactly? What is a year? Who's to say? Oh, this is defined stuff. Like me, I feel like I feel like brand new every day. Like, I mean, I don't feel the time passing so much too. It's a kind of effect you have on time. You can now bend the time and bend reality to your advantage also, and that's possible. I don't think you're gonna bend the water, but you can bend the for sure to turn this to your advantage. You have the power to do that, to create such a magnificent life with your life. If you give thanks for it, if you take action, if you take decision, if you decide to decide, if you step into you, it really is just being you. It's just the best way to make your dreams come true. I told you many times, is to wake up. It's to wake up, because once you wake up, you realize that life is worth living. I must do something. I must create something. I must. For me, it was a must to create something. So I said, I get it. Okay, I'm not an artist. I'm not I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. I think I'm just being. I think I'm just being. I'm just doing what I love. I love to stay motivated. I love music. I love all these things. And I mix all this together to make something very empowering that empowers me each and every day, especially the Byte Radio and all that. And that's the new thing, the Byte Radio. I'm on there 3 times a week. You can catch me there. You can catch the reggae vibe there 3 times a week. By 2 times a week, the reggae vibe, and one day is a bit all kinds of music. But that's what I love. I love to share. I love to it's very someone that introduces you to new music in your life is very, very precious. To me, if someone sends me like something, sometimes people send me some music through my email and say, "Hey, watch this." To me, it's priceless, these things, because there is so much content out there. I don't have the time to check everything. That there's a lot of content, so it's good that sometime by connection and stuff, we get to discover new people, new vibe, and it's refreshing. Like, I love new music. I love the old stuff, but I like new music. I love brand new stuff. I love brand new. I love brand new. I love being brand new. So for sure, I'm gonna love brand new stuff, like brand new music and stuff. So yes, I like the old stuff for sure. Come on, there's like some massive tunes if you go back, but I mean, in the present time also, there's people doing magnificent things, and they have magnificent dreams, and they put them in motion. And I prefer help and care about people that are alive. These are people are here and putting a dream in the dream of life in this time now. Okay, yeah, and that's what I like to keep doing. Just for sure, I get it. Come to a point where I develop this thing to really like take flight. Like, I want the Truman production to really take flight. That's my goal. I haven't done so bad yet, but I mean, it's just the beginning. I'm just scratching the surface. Even the Truman production, the dub plates and that. I've done many, but I still have that cold a bit. It's going away now. The man cold. What did you write? My mind is orbiting with the clown car. Yeah, I start the program to go back to see. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. You know, you get even. That's what people tell me sometimes. You know, you're gonna go. You go into CJEP with a state of awareness. It's very, very different. You know, you would have sent me to school with the state of awareness I have today. My, I would have done very different. First of all, not that I would have opened my mouth to everybody, because even yesterday I started to touch a bit reality with my father, and he started to freak out. He started to freak out. You could feel the nervousness in his voice, and I said, "Okay, forget about it. We won't stay on your TV, and you think everything is real." Because I told him the news were fake. Oh, they got they get nervous, and it's like you're the one completely out of touch with reality. I experienced it again yesterday. So my advice to you is don't. The realization of it's a self-realization. The truth is a self-realization. That's what it is, basically. So what, you're gonna self-realize other people? Think about it. Think about it. You can maybe show them the door, like I'm shining my light here. You can all feel the light that I'm shining, but I'm not shoving down your throat. I just come here. You're free to come and hang out with me and chat with me and have a great vibe together for this hour that we're together. But I'm not forcing anyone. I'm not forcing anything on you. And yeah, that's it. So if you go, yeah, that's great, Godfrey. Make sure there's the banner next to that CJEP. Mais je suis heureux pour toi, mon ami. Yeah, moi aussi, vraiment heureux pour toi. C'est vraiment une bonne décision. Because, like I said, okay, some people are going to say, oh, you're going to encourage a system. But you're not encouraging the system once you wake up and you don't energize the nonsense. Like, you have to also have... Come, Kelowna. Come. Viens-t'en sur le divan, ma belle. Maybe you can see her. Oh, she's not there. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's a very, very good thing. I agree with you 100%. You got to do something with your life. You got to have some kind of, it's Babylon. It's Babylon. And if you don't have a degree, if you don't have schooling, you're probably going to, if you don't have the fire and the guts to create something magnificent, a dream in motion, you're going to have to probably take go get some kind of qualification, develop some talent in school, or go in. Like I went to CJEP too. I love the mécanique du bâtiment. That's what I've done in CJEP, mécanique du bâtiment. I love that stuff. But yeah, that's it. It's good to have some qualification. You want to be qualified to do something here pour gagner ta vie. Il faut que tu gagnes ta vie quand même. La pauvreté, là, ça devrait être une motivation, c'est sûr. Là. It's a motivation for me not to end up in the street and eating the garbage. Là. Sorry, but I have more aspiration than that in life. And if I have to work my ass off to get it in Babylon and to go get what I want, I will work my ass off and get what I have to get to survive. It's Babylon, so you got to do it. No matter what, you're not going to change the world from one day to another. So you better make sure that you do something for yourself, something empowering, something that you can lift your life with. Like you're doing this today, the CJEP thing. Doesn't mean you're going to be there in 20 years, but this experience is very, very important for your growth. You're probably younger than me, I think, Godfrey. So it's very important for your growth to go through these things, to challenge yourself. Also, it's not only that you're going to encourage, you're challenging yourself. You're challenging yourself. You're gonna have to go through that course, and sometimes it's not easy in CJEP. I've done it myself. I've done calcul vectoriel et linéaire. The mathematics in CJEP is very freaking crazy. L'algèbre vectorielle et linéaire. I've done it, and all these crazy mathematics and physics, but it's good. Like I always love that stuff. I know it's programming. It's this, but this, and I live in the world I live. I gotta find a balance too between the truth and the lies and deception. I mean, and it's the world I live in. So, but no, it's a very. I would go in there and smash all the doors, and yeah, for sure, challenge yourself because that's you're gonna master. You know, it's not such a huge thing like to go to CJEP, but you have to master it. Like it can be huge to master that part of your life for sure, but it's not like you master the little stuff before you. It probably other big stuff that's gonna come in your life after if you master this. If you go through this with success, if you succeed, and not only that, it's very empowering for yourself also knowing that you can go through something that you told yourself you're going to CJEP and you're going through and you make it and you succeed. And come on, then you're ready for other experience after. This is life. You should have experience with life like this. No, I'm very happy for you. I look on Google Map. I chosen the website. I have so many ideas. I can't even sort them. Yeah, that's it. Work on building engineer. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah. I used the clown card to run down the devil. Sense of humor is important to battle. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But the most evil, I think, and wickedness, for sure, there is outside. There is wickedness of the world. There is nonsense. But I think the most of all this is within ourselves. That's why I said look within and resolve to build a better you. Get rid of your wicked ways. Get rid of your evil ways, wicked ways. We all have wicked ways, and sometimes ways that are not in alignment with divinity, with the divine vibes, and it's more evil than consuming all kinds of nonsense, blood and stuff. Anyway, not only that, but that's going to make you feel better for sure. It's funny about the space clown who is in the suit. What, is there a clown now? And some would have liked it to be Trump. Some Hillary, other kind of vote. Yeah, another kind of vote, exactly. I took calculus in CJEP. Never, I know. I did all kinds of crazy course in CJEP, like algebra vectoriel et linéaire. I never used that in my freaking life. There's physics course. I've done thermodynamic appliqué. Thermodynamic appliqué. Tell me where I use that today. Like, I know it's nonsense, but also it's not so nonsense because it's challenging you mentally. It's not so bad. Like, I didn't find it so bad. Today, I look at the experience in CJEP, and it's not, I don't put negativity on it because it helped me develop also. Like, we're very lazy mentally. You look at children today, I look at my own, and sometimes I can't wrap my head around the fact that they are so lazy sometimes, lazy with their mind, lazy with the body, lazy. Like, we need to be like that. That's why this world has government and all kinds of stuff, because look, this world will be in chaos with that thing to come on. So I'm not I accepted the world I live in. It's not I'm here to change it. I'm here to change my world, to try to change the most vibration I can within me, resolve a better me, and maybe I can affect some other people around, and we can start building something together. It build the brain circuit for sure. That's it. It build the brain circuit. It's not so it's not all negative and evil and like we pretend it to be, or some people make it sound like it's gonna help you also develop mental capability and reasoning and. Look, all I've done in CJEP, especially the French course, was good. Like I've learned a lot more in French in CJEP than I've learned in high school. Like there's stuff you do in CJEP, like philosophy. It's not so bad. I look at it today. I know it's all BS people from Socrates, Platon, and all this. That's probably the most boring course I had in CJEP was philosophy. But if I would go back, I would love today that course. Today, I would love that course because I have more reasoning, and I love to reason, and I love to have that philosophy within me, to philosoph with life, philosophy with life, philosophy with life. Anyway, philosophy on life or something. But yeah, it built the brain circuit for sure. So no, for sure. Hi, Bliss. Godfrey, Mario, for sure. But yeah, but don't forget about the space clown for sure. But people like to look with. That's why I say look within. Stop looking outside, going in fake space and all that shit. That's what humanity does. Constantly look outside of themselves for a validation of their existence. You want to validate your existence? Look within and bring that out. Bring that stuff out. Very, very important. You don't want to die with your song inside and all that greatness and all that might and all that. You don't want to break your dignity and your integrity. Also, it's very important. And anyway, just give thanks to the Creator for whoever this is, or whoever what is, or whoever whatever this is. Just give thanks for it. That's what I do. I don't. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta blow my my nose. Hold on. Okay, trying to find the mouse. Got it. Yeah, so for sure, what did you mark, Mario? You said for me, it started the wheels in my mind to turn. And and started to réfléchir, mais c'est ça qui arrive. Le monde pense pas, le monde ne veut pas penser. Le monde ne veut pas penser, même mon père hier. Même mon père hier. You tell people to think for themselves and forget about it. It's like you're touching their ego. The ego's touch. Well, I think I have a brain. I think the people are convinced that their reality is real. So forget about it now. I've learned another lesson yesterday by talking to him. I've tried. I said, and he asked me, he said, what are you doing lately? He said, what are you up to? Like, they're completely disconnected. They have no idea what I do here. They completely, anyway, no, they're not interested. Like, you think your parents are going to be interested in what you do? Forget about it. Forget about it, unless they are themselves working on a dream or putting some. Forget about it. Your parents are not going to be there to encourage you, and they're not going to be the first at the door to cheer for it. Forget about that. You got to be strong within yourself, stand strong and stand firm, and make sure you are with yourself, and you find yourself, and you reconnect your soul. And SpaceX do weird stuff to gain more views. They show live. I clicked. It was a replay, live replay. I know the chat was hybrid banana. I know it's all freaking nonsense. I go check sometime because you have it on YouTube on the side. Sometimes suggested ISS live, or it's all replays. It's so nonsense. It's so evident today that it's fake for me because I have looked with my eyes open. I look with my eyes open, so it's so evident that it's fake. I keep looking there because I see myself in the screen there, but the camera is up there. So it's kind of weird, but I'll get used to it. Anyway, it's no big deal. I'm still not used to looking at that camera after 5,000 video. So yeah, so I'll get used to it. The more I do it, the more I get used to it, and yeah. But yeah, it's SpaceX and all that stuff from Babylon. It's all fakery. It's all fakery and nonsense. But that's what this world loves. The people of this world, they love fantasy and they love nonsense. So that's what we have more and more in this world. And that's what we propagate. And they don't question. They're completely numb. Like my father is. Forget about it. I tried yesterday to just approach reality and tell him that the news were fake, and he started to freak out. Said, "Oh, I don't want to hear that." Said, "I don't want to hear that." He said, "No." He said, "You have lost it." He said, "You have lost it." Something like that. He said, "You're completely gone cuckoo," something like that. Like, yeah, I'm so gone cuckoo. It's terrible. I question things. Just for questioning stuff, you're being called a lunatics. Just for questioning stuff. Imagine how crazy we are in our minds, like how fucked up we are. Just for questioning things, you're being called the lunatics, or you're completely out of reality because you question things. You question reality. Whoa, hey, that's a big no-no for some people. A big no-no for some people. They're more comfortable in their nonsense illusion, and they're convinced that the world cannot be a lie, that there's no lies, everything is real. And it's not that the tree is not real and the house in front of me is not real. It's in our minds. It's the freaking programming. And sometimes you get confronted with it with some people, like your parents or stuff, and it's very it's shocking for me to see the state of unawareness. The state of unawareness, and the fact that you don't want to know, that they don't want to know. The people that, like my father, he doesn't want to know. He doesn't care. It's for him, it's more important his beer, his bottle, whatever, his wine, and the TV, the distraction, the distraction. No, completely distracted, drinking every day, all day with the TV on. So what do you think this do? This transforms someone into a living dead. Hey, that's what it is. It's completely living dead. I tried to tell him to forget about it. Even my own father, I cannot even reason with. So it's very hard to you get a reason with yourself first. You got to find yourself, reconnect your soul, create that personal revolution. Never mind changing other people. It's going to make you feel more worse than anything. It's going to bring you bad vibes more than anything. That's what it did to me yesterday. I said, why have I done it again? Why have I even like surfaced the subject of reality with him? It's completely, I know, now I'm done. I'm done. I'm not shutting my mouth with everyone I meet. I'm gonna shut my mouth because it's a personal thing. It's something that you gotta want, and I waste my energy. I waste my my breath, my saliva. I waste everything during that time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because they don't want to freaking know. They don't care. And the care is not there, and you have to care. You have to bring back yourself to a state of caring, of wanting to know, of a bit of a sense of reality. If you're completely lost in your distraction and your drinking habit, and hey, you have so much work to do on yourself. So much work to do if you have negative habit like that, drinking and watching TV and being constantly hooked on Babylon. I don't even want to go. I'll just talk with you about the weather. Now, if I call him, I'll call him about the weather. Comment ça va? Basic talk, nothing about reality, nothing about even fantasy, just the weather. The weather, and that's it. The weather, comment ça va? How are you? And that's it. It's gonna be like a 2-minute call, and nothing like I've done yesterday. I'm done with this. I'm learning. I'm living and learning. I'm learning through my experience also. Like yeah, and it's crazy. We haven't talked to each other for a while too, and that's what anyway. It is the wolf wearing sheep costume. Yeah, I'll do a video soon about the word communication. I think the so-called information medias are more communication firms. Yeah, for sure. It's a problem. What's important in this world is the propaganda, and as long as you keep the propaganda going, and you do not like, very few people have a, and I'm not saying I have a great sense, a more sense of who I am than anybody else, but it's the big picture. It's to grasp the big picture of definitions and stuff, and it's so easy to grasp. But what's common sense is not common practice. And we don't realize what's easy to realize. We prefer default and feed ourselves a fake reality, so we don't even have to think. We're so lazy, we don't even want to think. And you tell people, "Oh, can you start thinking? You should start to forget about it completely." Like, I was shocked. Sometimes I'm shocked to see how much we're just so detached from reality. And when you start telling someone about their fakery and what they watch is fake, forget about it. They don't want to see it. No, to them it's real. It's what's important. It's the hockey, the race on TV. He was telling me, "Oh, you're not watching the race car." I said, "Dad, I don't have the TV open anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't open that box anymore for the last. I haven't. Oh, you should. Wow. So, it's my own father. Imagine. Try to talk to him. I can't even talk to my own father. It's crazy. And he feels offended. He feels threatened. He feels like I'm his son. I'm his son. It's crazy shit. I was in the twilight zone yesterday. I'm telling you, I couldn't. So I cut it short. I said, okay, enough. I have no more energy to put in this. No. Yeah, it tells us something. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm telling you. It's so crazy. And I experienced it with my own father. Imagine. He's 73. How old is he? 73, I think. 73, but he's living dead, like completely. And you tell them, forget about it. They have to realize it themselves. That's why I'm saying it. Look within to resolve a better you. I cannot resolve a better him. I cannot wake him up. He has to wake up himself. And really, I don't think so. Some people will go through a whole lifetime in distraction. Distracted their whole life, not having a sense of reality of who they are, completely lost into substance abuse, and that's the case of many people. That's the case of my father, completely abusing substance, abusing TV. TV is a substance. You can abuse it. You can abuse alcohol. You can abuse cannabis. You can abuse all kinds of substance. We're all they're junkies of everything everywhere. But no, people prefer to cling to their bottle, to their little TV habits, than having a sense of who they are. Imagine how crazy this world is. It tells us something. That tells me something about society. That's why I told Kim yesterday. I said this world will never change because it's like I don't see it. I have hope that one day it'll change, but realistically, it's gonna take probably thousands of years. Like it's so deep, the programming, and even you're in your own family, you cannot even reason together. And the change starts locally. It starts locally. So if I cannot reason with my own father, my own mother, my own my wife, I reason with her, but the people close in your family, how are you going to reason with the neighbor, with the extended neighborhood? And so I think we have a lot of job to do, and I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up because the work to do is too much. And I experimented. I experimented the people completely dead asleep. My parents close, so I'm very shocked about it. Yesterday I was very much on shock. Again, you try to I don't know. And the worst is I started very easy, but then as soon as I start telling him that the whole thing was fake and propaganda, and I don't watch TV, it's all fake news, it's to keep people in fear. Like I told him that, he was right there, freaked out and started to, it's a propaganda machine. And the propaganda machine is us. Yes, the TV is the propaganda machine, but we are also the propaganda machine. That's why it's good to look without to point the propaganda machine and this, but we are the propaganda machine. It's time to wake up. Time, wakey. Time to wakey, people. Just look around and, I don't know, make a change. Resolve to build a better you will affect the whole world. Like what I'm doing here, I haven't said that I've reached the point where I want to be, but at least I'm working on something to be a better me, to be more vibrant, to be more vital, more respectful, more kind, more lovey, more, but sometimes it's hard to, more compassion. That's what I should work on so I don't blow out at my father like this. Maybe if I have more compassion, but I still have to learn. I am still confronted with the. And again, it's just because he started to ask me. I wouldn't have. But if you ask question, I'm gonna answer you. You think I'm gonna answer whisper sweet nothing in your ears? Like that's what people hope, that I whisper sweet nothing in their ears, and so their little cozy reality is not broken. Like. Especially my parents are like that. Often that's what I feel. I feel like people just want to hear little stuff, surface stuff, and distraction. If you talk about distraction, our people are fully in it. If I call him and I talk about hockey, and I talk about the news, and I talk about the alcohol and what kind of wine is he having lately, and that they're fully into it. If it's distraction, where our mind is completely into it. But when it comes to self-realization and build a better us to change this world, to change yourself and maybe affect this world, No, distraction are more important. Some people prefer to die than changing their habit. And that's what's going to happen to them eventually. You know, that's what it does, all those substance abuse. It's going to, first of all, it kill your vibe right in the living time. It kill your vibe in the living time, and it's going to kill you in the long run. So I don't know what's the fucking purpose of being caught up in this. I think it's just covered that misalignment. We covered that misalignment with substance abuse, and we covered the trauma. We tend to put a plaster, it kind of put a band-aid on the trauma to drink and to freaking watch TV and do all kinds of distraction nonsense. It covered the mind. The mind doesn't have to think, doesn't have to create something. Yeah, the mind is distracted. That's what you see in the world. That's the truth. That's what I see with my eyes. Oh yeah, the programming put lies in people's head for sure. That's what that's why I'm saying all the time. It's harder to change yourself than just accept the default state. It's way harder to change yourself to resolve the better you and work on yourself than the default state. Everyone's in the default state. Everyone's is absorbed by distraction. Really, that's what it is. And distraction is not only TV and cinema, and it's also the substance abuse. And in our society, it's the alcohol. Many, many people are victims of alcohol abuse. Listen, this is bad. This is destruction of mankind. This is your destruction. Surely you're signing your destruction away. You put your signature away on your destruction. And that's something I stay far from. I stay far from alcohol. I drink maybe one beer here and there, and even that, it's not a priority on my mind. It's when, especially in the summer when it's hot, like I have people over and stuff. Maybe I'm gonna have a beer or two, but it's not a priority in my mind to have beer and to drink beer each and every freaking day, or drink rum, or have my bottle of cognac or rum, or that's what people do. They think they're really, really hot with their shot. They take a shot of cognac, and when they get home, just to cover the fucking trauma. That's what it is. It's to cover the trauma. If you're stuck up in this, think about it. You're just covering a trauma. Get rid of the substance abuse, whether it's pills. Some people abuse pills too. It's not only alcohol. Many people in our society abuse pills, are on pills, whether it's sleeping pills, painkiller, anxiety pills. It's rampant in our society. So, people are in distraction, and the pills are distraction, alcohol is distraction, TV is distraction. All this is distraction. And distraction leads you to destruction. So make sure you look within yourself. That's my advice to you today. It's look within yourself and let go of all that nonsense. Anyway, if you want to feel better, I talk to people about TV sports and stuff, and they will say, what else is there to do in life? Yeah. People don't see nothing else. They don't see nothing else to do in life but watching TV, and especially if you go into, like, if you have a bunch of friends together, like sometimes I go to places and friends are there or whatever, people that can, whatever places I go, and people, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about is either what the Canadian are doing, or whatever freaking hockey team or football team, or what happened in the news, or what happened in the fake world. And then, like, it's all fake. It's all fake. And you start talking about reality, something that really matters, they go away. They don't want to hear that. So very few people are very concerned about things that really matters. That's why I focus on those people, not the people that don't matter. You know what I mark in the description? In the description, say what you feel, because people that matter do not care, and people that do not care do not matter, something like that. No, I have it written there. Yeah, but that's what people love. They love TVs. They love TV stuff, and like, unless you wake yourself up and you decide to leave that nonsense, then start. Also, you gotta have much more time for yourself if you not stuck up in distraction. Much more time for yourself to work on you. To work on you again is mostly it's going in nature, go in nature, go take a walk in nature, go take a walk in nature, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with a more natural state of yours, and everything will come by itself after. You don't have to worry. You don't need a manual instruction book to find yourself or to build a better you. It will show up. It will manifest into your life what you got to do and the actions to take, and the guidance, and all this will come to you. Don't freak out. Just self-realize who you are. Don't start freaking out, and then each and every day do the work on yourself. And eventually, if you work every day on you, if you leave the realm of distraction, you will stop destroying yourself. It's the process. The destruction process has to stop at one point. This is what we're doing. We're destroying ourselves, destroying the body technology so much with substance abuse, especially with substance abuse, because this is what the temptation in our society is all over the place, whether it's cigarettes, alcohol, name it. You can bring it on. Any substance, anything you consume has the potentiality to take you out. So if you consume too much water, too much of everything is no good. You must have anyway. Me, it's not my kind of. It doesn't attract me. I don't have an addictive personality, but you see people when they have addictive personality. First of all, they smoke cigarettes, they drink alcohol. If you have an addictive personality, then you gotta work on yourself hard to get rid of that addiction, because it's gonna add diction. Your speech gonna become funny. That's what PT said in a thing, eh? That's what it is when you have addiction. Your speech become funny. That means you're misaligned. Yeah. And so letting go of addiction also is a much more potent way to live. Like, you're not stuck up. Your mind is not, you're not controlled by substances. Like many people, their whole life is controlled by that the fact that they have to get their beer, or they have to get their rum, or their weed, or their whatever the freaking thing is in your mind that consumes your whole focus is to get your substance, or to get your fix during the day. Like, get your fix during the day is the best way to get a fix during the day, is to be high on life. Do something each and every day to resolve to build a better you, and that you will make you feel good. That will give you a high on life. You're not going to need any substance. You're just going to need you each and every day, and to find more of who you are, and that will eliminate all the temptation. It's going to eliminate the temptation at one point. You're not going to be so tempted to default. Me, I'm not tempted. The temptation are, you can control them. We're all trying to navigate life's wide seas. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a wide sea for sure. It's a rocky road. It's a raggy road, a rocky road, and for sure. Look, I'm not saying, but at least I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I don't have a problem with abusing substance and stuff like that, and I'm very, very. That I give thanks for it, that I never really had an addictive personality. Even cigarettes. I was smoking when I was younger, when I was going out with my friends and stuff. But I never really, I enjoyed smoking cigarette. I was enjoying it, but never really felt like carrying a pack or smoking all the time. It was just when I was drinking beer or stuff in a bar, we light up a cigarette. But I've never really cling to it, stay glued to it and smoke. I say no, never. I don't have the feel for it. So, but that's the temptation we have around in our society. It's full. So also to build a better you, to be more focused, to be more up and in with life will prevent you from for sure. And if you have those issue now, you can stop like this. It's you that decide. It's not the beer or the cigarette that has to decide for you. It's you have to take a conscious and deliberate decision to stop that's all, to stop. And you can do that even if you smoke. I don't care. You don't need patch. You don't need nothing. Nothing external. You need to look within and build a better you. And stop all the nonsense if you are affected by it. And you have the power to do that if you decide. To live compassionately and mindfully is the way to attain freedom. Yeah. A friend lost himself in alcohol. Sure, he said weird stuff. I told him he eat 3 meals a day. He replied, drinking beer is a meal. Yeah. I can't even speak. No, that's it. You cannot reason these people. Forget about it. It's sad, but it's true. Sad, but true. Sad, but true. You can't reason people. They have to self-realize themselves. They have to want to leave the bottle, to leave the nonsense, to stop being distracted, and it's like I'm motivated by life. I'm motivated by anything that comes with life or something. Like I don't need it. And it's a personal thing. They have to want it. Beer is food. I have to eat a lot more since I quit. But beer for sure, beer is gonna nourish you a bit. We know that. Là, une bière, ça vaut un steak. Tu sais combien de fois que je me suis fait dire ça, moi, une bière, ça vaut un steak. Mais tu sais, aujourd'hui, je bois plus de bière et je mange plus de steak. Fait que qu'est-ce qu'il me reste? Tu sais, il me reste des beans. I'm gonna eat beans. Yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, he spent 3 hours telling me chemtrail. No, that's it. There come all this, all the alcohol, the cigarette, all the poison of Babylon. It come and reduce your ability to be present in the moment, first of all, and probably to reason or to want to care. Because if you care, because people don't care about so much the world, because they care about their bottle, they care about the distraction and all the nonsense. So they care. You have to care for that stuff. You have to want to know like, where do I live? Like, you got to be observant, and they're not really observant because they're distracted. And if you're distracted, you're not observant in the moment. You observe your bottle or there's stuff that really matters for you other than the Yeah, but when you gag all the time, you need to heal for sure. I'm not saying that it's good for you. That's what they told me. I'm not saying it's good. I haven't, first of all, took that advice for running my life. Like, first of all, yeah, that's it. I gagged for 6.5 years, then divine intervention for the 4th time. I pray your friend gets sober as well. Yeah, and it's not evident also. It's not very easy for the health. That your health is going to be really, really much affected by alcohol. It's a distraction. Alcohol is the destruction of mankind. So you see it or not, it's your choice. You want to destroy yourself? Go ahead. It's you. It's you. You take yourself, your money, your leg, you go to the store and you buy the stuff. So you have to take the deliberate, conscious decision to stop going to the store and buy your fix and stuff. And do something else with your mind. Put your mind busy onto something else than negativity or distraction. Work on a dream. Work on some goals. Have some project in your life. Have a project. Work on a project will cure all the freaking nonsense. And yeah, you're probably going to heal also. Healing is a must, especially if you had very much problem with alcohol. Like, I don't know. I'm not telling you what to do. It's your choice. Like I say, it's a self-realization. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. You do what you want. But I know it's not something I experience. I have experience being a drunk. I've been drunk like maybe 2 times in my life. Once I was 17-year-old, I learned a great lesson there. I ended up in the hospital with a stomach pump. I've learned from that. I said, I'm never going to get drunk again. I was 17. And then when I got married at my bachelor party, what do you call this? The enterrement de vie de garçon. Then they kind of got me loaded there too. I threw up and I've never touched it again after. So there's been two times in my life where I really had a really bad feeling with it. And I didn't like it. So, but if you don't care about all the like the effect, the not the second effect, but the nonsense it's going to create, the bad effect it has on you, and you don't care about this, you're still going to do it. But me, I cared. It was hurting me, so I had to, yeah. Yeah, our hard spirits for sure, and it's so hard to deal with them too. It's so hard to deal with the. It's an horrible disease. It's an horrible disease. I have a father alcoholic and talked to me about it. I tried to talk to him, and no, bouteille est plus importante. TV, and even said I didn't talk to him. I think for 4 or 5 months or something like that. And I called him, and it's like TV is more important than the bus. So I am like, okay, whatever. What the heck am I doing to myself again? You know, I love me a pothead. Yeah, I have to live with myself. It's awful. Yeah. Anyway, I prefer be for sure, but a pothead, even a pothead. I don't think it's good so much to consume too much marijuana because it's gonna numb you. It's gonna slow unless you consume sativa and something very energizing. It gives you energy. If you consume indica, it's gonna put you a little bit on the sleep mode. Like you gotta be careful with cannabis, any substance. I'm not advocating cannabis all day long. Are you crazy? Come on. Like, no. You gotta have your head. You gotta have your own mind, your own, and without substance, even cannabis, use it as medicine as when you need it, but not all. Me, I don't use it all day long. Sometimes I like I have to have my head. Like I smoke maybe. And for me, it's not so much being stoned. It never stopped me from doing something in life. But if it's coming to a point where it's really a burden to you, like a bullet on the chain on your ankle, to get you, if you don't get your weed, you're stressed out and you're anxious. If you don't have weed, like this is completely, it's not much better than alcohol. So, it's just whatever substance it is. If we abuse it, our mind is going to be focused on getting more and more and more. And if we don't have it, we go fucking crazy. So, yeah. Drink water, walk, sing, stay focused on goals. Exactly. So c'est the best way to yeah. To be clean is best. To be clean is best. And again, clean is it's not to be super clean, but it's not abuse the substance. Like I still consume cannabis. I still drink beer once in a while. I drink coffee, but I don't abuse it. I don't abuse it. The problem with us is we have such a high traumatic level inside us that we go to try substances that gives us pleasure, and then we completely abuse it because we're so misaligned. We're so misaligned, covering a trauma that we don't even know about. That's the thing. Today, Leslie, I'm sure you can look back on the substance abuse you had and you can tell, oh, yeah, I knew why I was consuming it. But back then, you don't know. You don't know because you're completely unaware. You don't know that you're covering a trauma, that you're under trauma, a huge trauma, and you have to liberate that trauma. You don't have to cover it. You have to liberate it. Open your heart. Let the love flow. Don't cover the love with nonsense and substance. And that's what I think it is. That's how I see it. I'm on my 4th intervention, wondering if it's the last, but need to stay in the out. That's it, Leslie. You're doing good. Stay with us. Stay vibrant. Stay alive. Stay with you, with yourself. Stay with all your might, your dignity, and your capability. And come on, anything else will come to you if you need it. And this world wants you to win, like they do all the time. But if you keep yourself in the loser state, like abusing substance and abusing your body technology, which is the temple of God. If you want to talk about God, that's the temple of God, really. It's the body. So we have to also honor the body technology, which is very important. Honor the body technology. Don't abuse it with bad food, with also the poison in the food, the MSG, all the nonsense, the Coke diet, the diet soft drink, and all the soda pop and the hot dogs and all the nonsense you have in this world. Like this is abuse, substance abuse also. If you go to the restaurant and order 4 hot dogs, to me, this is substance abuse. It's the same thing. If you go to the restaurant and instead of taking a small poutine, you take a super large poutine, it's a freaking substance abuse. Same thing. It can be in food and drugs and everything. So, it's been good. But yeah, the hey has been good to you, yeah. But you need a group, you need people that we need each other for survival. We need each other for survival. I need people to someone build my car, someone build my stereo, build my this, build this. All everything I have in my house been built by someone else. And you tell me we don't need each other for survival? Like, look what we're doing here, helping each other. That's what we're doing, caring about each other. We need each other for survival. We need to reach out to each other. We need to connect. Reconnect with yourself, and then you're going to reconnect with others very easily. You get AA people are with others that know too. So, yeah, that's it. No, it's good. I'm not saying that, of course, if you look at the AA program in depth, you're going to find some weird stuff. Like there is a lot of occult also in the hey. If you go look at, they're good. It's good to start, but I don't think it's the ultimate solution to save you. You need yourself. Like this is like going to, okay, it's like finding your spirituality. You go to a church first. You know, sometimes people go into church, into religion to find spirituality, to find a meaning or something. Like people will go to save them from alcoholism, will tend to go to AA, or other people like tend to look outside of themselves. Again, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's no good and reject it. I'm not saying that. To start, it's good. You need something to start, a starting point. But at one point, you need a self-realization also. It's not only people that has to guide you. You have to take guidance. You have to take control of your life in that, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going back to there's something. The 12-step program is good, but it's a club. But yeah, that's it. That's it. You saw it. Yeah, I'm glad you've seen it, Red. You know exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I meant. You got to be careful because those group are like religion is the same thing. Is the same thing. You need yourself. You don't even need me. You need you. You need you. Once you find yourself and reconnect your soul, boom, game over. You don't need no substance. You're going to need less and less of external stuff. You're going to look less and less external of yourself for help and stuff. You're going to empower yourself. And that's what you need. And we don't need, yes, A in Florida sticks to the rule and it's better. Yeah. Yes, bliss, no one is an island. Better than others. Yeah, some A, like it, they're not all nonsense. But me, what I'm talking about, it's the occult programming behind the hey. Look at it in depth. I'm not telling you what it is and this and that. Go research. Do your search and look at the AA movement, where it started, how it originated, why 12-step? Why 12-step? Why there's 12 months of the years? Why is apparently there's 12 planets or out there, or 12 disciple. Jesus has 12 disciples, and there's 12 steps in the A. Anyway, I'm just opening the door. I'm just pointing something. If you want to know, go research. You're going to find all kinds of occult stuff. This world is very occult. Everything that is in place in this world has something very occult hidden behind it, because the whole Babylon is fantasy. So the hay is fantasy. Everything is a fantasy, is a big, big illusion. And if you look under the stuff, you're going to find the occult stuff. It's all under. It's all like invert. Anyway, if you go into the AA, you're going to think you're going into an organization that's going to save your hearse and make you feel good, and, probably find other people like you. But it's the programming behind it. The programming. That's what I'm talking about. Better to join the Masonic Order. Yeah, better to join the Freemason than the AA. You'll probably learn more. You're right on this. You'll probably learn more joining the Freemason than joining the AA. But Kim, that's what Kim asked me the other day. She said, you wouldn't go into Freemasonry, you? I said, I don't know. Maybe I would go just to learn, just to see what they say in there. That's maybe one thing I would like to go into one day, a meeting of a Freemason. I would love it. I would love it. Seriously, I would love it. Yeah. Better, yeah. We are red. It makes me crazy. All my friends plus myself. Yeah. I've been to too many meetings to try and understand alcoholics, and end result was alcoholic and selfish people, period. That's it. It's... often we tend to put the problem on the substance, but the substance is not, it's you abusing the substance. It's you. You got to look within yourself. And these places don't get you to so much to look within yourself. I don't think so. It's not about truth and stuff. It's about, there's a programming behind it. For sure, they're going to give you good steps to liberate yourself. I haven't, it's a long time I haven't looked at the AA program. I don't want to go too deep into this saying stuff that, but yeah, that's it. I would have to, yeah. 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 You take good men and make them better. Good idea. They take good men and make them better. It could. It can help you. I'm not saying... Me, it's not the kind of thing that I would... maybe if I would be an alcoholic, maybe I would go to... Who knows? But I think you need... And first of all, you have the power to stop at any time. Bang. Boom. From one day to another, you can get up the next day and say it's over. So why do we need external stuff? You can take charge of your own mind and say it's enough. So it's just to... I know sometimes we're not strong enough. You have to develop the strength. It's also the strength to say it's enough. That's the thing. Sometimes we don't have the strength to say it's enough. So what do you suggest for these deeply suffering souls? They obviously can do it. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They obviously can do it alone. So that's why sometimes you need some guidance and some places to go. I said it's a good point to start. It's like someone that wants to find more spirituality and stuff, be more spiritual. They're probably going to end up in religion. It's okay. At one point, you're going to realize also that the whole thing, like, I haven't came to realize that whole thing about church, about the government, and from one day to another. Today, it's very, very clear because of many, many reasoning and reflection and Truman show that I've done and stuff that I have went through and made me realize. But yeah, sometimes it's good to have. But anyway, that's all there is. And that's the problem. It's alcohol, and there's got to be something to help people cure their disease. And if it's the AA, let it be. Let it be. But anyway, it's better they have that than they have nothing and they drown in negativity and sorrow and alcoholism. It could potentially save. It did save some people. It did some saving of some people in the past, I'm sure. I'm sure some people have great experience with the AA also. It's not only bad experience. I'm sure some people have very great experience and they share it and they cure their alcoholism and stuff like that. But the only thing... Anyway, I'm going to look at the 12-step. I thought the whole thing about the AA, and tomorrow I'll come back with more stuff on it. Their lives are out of control. But they haven't... They think they lose everything. They think they lose everything. They think, but they haven't lost everything. Because what's everything? What's everything? To me, everything is me. So I haven't lost myself. Even if I'm going down to a path of alcoholism, I'm not going to lose myself. I'm still here. You have the potential to re-step within yourself and say it's enough. That's what I mean. But yeah. If they lose everything, okay, they might lose material. Yeah, they might lose material due to alcoholism or being kicked out, but they don't lose themselves. The most important, they still have it. It's them. It's you. It's you, the most important. So you can always rescue yourself. Okay, you might have take some downfall during the time you're going through a bad patch, a bad thing, but you have the potentiality to save it. Will often attack some religions, but never attack Satanism like it does not exist yet. And that doesn't even do it. So maybe a rehab is good, but they are expensive. Yeah, rehabs are very expensive. Or for sure, some people, sometimes they do need help. We don't all have the mental toughness to go through that kind of stuff. It's very hard also. It's very hard. It's not something easy to battle alcoholism, I'm sure. So you need to be strong for sure. They lose love for themselves too, exactly. They do lose their job, their families, their money, their health, their happiness. Skid row. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But they still have themselves. They still have themselves, and at any moment you can make a change in your life. You still have yourself. You're still here alive, breathing. No matter how hurt you are, how down you are with life, if you can look up, you can get back up. You know, if you're down, that's what Les Brown says. If you're down, don't let life get you down. If you're falling on your back and you can look up, that means you can freaking get up. But it takes motivation. That's where motivation comes, and inspiration, and each other to save ourselves. And yeah, get so sick so often. It's truly sickening for them. And the heart to those who love them. Yeah, for sure. I stayed sober once for 4 years because I found out how much rehab cost. I could not believe they thought I was worth it. Yeah, easier said than done for an active alcoholic. Yeah, it's always easier said than done. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's always and anything easier said than done, for sure. But anyway, that was my talk on alcoholism, I guess. I don't know. And again, take what's good and discard the rest. I'm not saying I have I'm not saying I have all the great reasoning and the great answers for everything. Take what's good and what I said and discard the rest. I mean, might not all fit your thinking. We all see it the way we see it. Yeah, the booze shacks everywhere. That's it. Beer stores. You know, you can have beer at the freaking dépanneur at the corner here. So, and they have hard stuff, booze shacks everywhere. Beer store, liquor store, winery. But get a joint, you got to hide behind a building. That's it. It's so crazy. So crazy, this society. Alcohol is the destruction of mankind. Totally destroy the life of people. But it's still legal at the corner. It's still legal. And there's here in the village, there's what, maybe 7,000 people in my village. Big max, I say now. Maybe 5, 7. It's a small village. Anyway, there's probably at least 4 dépanneurs with alcohol and at least 1 big grocery store. And the big grocery store here in the village has now a SAQ inside. Société des alcools du Québec dans l'épicerie. Avec le rhum, tout le hard stuff. Tout le hard stuff accessible at the grocery store. Also where kids walk in. You bring your children there. Think about it. You bring your children into that grocery store and it's visible. You have the alcohol all visible in the store. But the cigarette has to be hidden behind the counter. You see where it doesn't make sense? Find me the sense in this. Because it's accepted socially to drink. Come on. Let's all drink our fucking ass off and be drunk. It's accepted socially. Let's encourage our children and show it to them. Show them the alcohol. You know, it's so nonsense. But people don't see that. They anyway. This is reason why why it's spirits, but yeah, for sure. Shut down alcohol shops and make them brew their own. It has to happen. That's it. Make them brew their own. If you want to drink a beer, brew your own beer. I'm sure if it's not for sale at the dépanneur, you're not going to brew your own beer and stuff. Like, it's a lot of work. It requires equipment and sanitizer. Like, hey. Anyway, that would not be my thing so much. No? But, yeah. Yeah, hypocrites are all drunks. That's it. 40% alcohol is so dangerous. Destroy the body, no way out. But there's hypocrites too that are not drunks. But hypocrites and parasites are everywhere, but there's some drunks for sure. This is Satan's wicked, evil, trouble market planet. Yeah, but it's about to be shut down. Families of alcoholics suffers too. Codependence for sure. Drink on the weekend, but come back to work on Monday. But even that weekend alcoholic, it's another thing. Like what, you live for the weekend to drink? Like you can't wait to get the Friday to get your beer or go to the bar. Like, thank God it's Friday. I don't know, people have that in mind, and it's like rush to the bar or rush to the restaurant or rush to consume the substance because it's the weekend. That's why they call it the weekend, because people that are weak consume substance, abuse substance. So you work all your week and you get to the weekend. Why not transform this into a strong end instead of a weekend, a strong end with no substance abuse? That would be better. Let's have a strong end this week with no substance abuse. 40% alcohol is so dangerous, it destroys the body. No way out. That's it. They destroy your body. It's going to destroy everything inside. Everything. Be wise. This is why they call it a baffling disease. Anyway, I know it's a touchy subject, but sometimes it's good to talk about things that really matters. I don't know. To me, it's more than just life is life. It's much more than that. Life deserves our attention and deserve our presence, and not into distraction for sure. So I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow. There was even a song working for the weekend. Yeah, you remember that, eh? Anyway, that's true. It's just, I don't know. Let's have a strong end, people. I'm out, and love you all, and I'll be back again tomorrow for sure. Nothing will stop this. It's a non-stoppable, unshakable thing. Yeah. We're here, live and direct, every day, 7 a.m. Yep, we can put our head in the sand of real things in life too. That's it. It's either we look at things for what they are, or we put our hand in the sand and keep living our illusion life, and that's it. It's very easy. So that's it. Big up Red Mario. Rise and shine for sure. Bliss, Leslie, Queen Leslie, la belle Leslie d'amour. Yeah, on l'aime bien, Leslie. Elle est vraiment vibrant woman, a vibrant soul, great soul. No. Large up, Leslie. Leslie Beckwith. Yeah, large up. No, I love your vibe, Leslie. Always did, always will. There's something very special with you, and I felt it from a long time. It's not just today. No? We've been together for a while, and I think we're going to be together for still a good while, and I hope so. I just hope I make you feel good when I do these talk, and I don't bring a negative emotion inside you. It's not my intention. If I make you feel bad, it's not my intention. I come here with pure intention to feel good, to make myself feel good, to make you feel good, an upliftment, a progress each and every day. But no, I have no bad intention at all here. No. My intention is not to confuse more. It's to shed some light. So I'm out, and that's it. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. Live your big story. Live your dreams. And go bigger or go home. He's out. Chew Bing out.